Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Let's dive into Cardano right now. Before I begin, thank you once again for all the really nice comments and the support that we get across this channel. It's fantastic. I've actually opened a Patreon now. There's no hidden signals or anything in there, but if you do feel that you want to support me, then that's great and it will be greatly appreciated and warmly received. The link's in the video description below. Thank you once again for your continued support across the channel. Here on CoinsKid, it's all good, it's golden. Cardano then, beautiful, look at that, lovely, lovely, what a pleasure, what a sight to see for Cardano. We're leveling up, okay, we're leveling up on these fibs here and looking like we're going to march on and get to this high, which would be amazing, amazing, okay. And we are sort of, like I said to you yesterday in yesterday's video, we're sort of conforming to this sort of uptrend now, okay. You may see a pullback, but as long as we can start conforming to this sort of trend line, you know, where we're marching up like that and fall back and back to support and march on, you can see what it's going to do. It's going to keep pushing us up and make us smash through these resistance levels. So right now then, yesterday we're saying hopefully, you know, Cardano can get up and start to level up in this particular level here between the 0.5 and the 0.618, and you can see it's done exactly that. It was choppy a little bit, but the EMA is creeping up, and now we've leveled up above the golden ratio. Look at that, that's wicked, that's really good. And you are up there, look, you was up there before struggling and getting rejected and coming down. You've had multiple, you're in there, you're in the zone, it's golden, okay. And I've always been transparent with you. When you do get through these levels here, it's almost like a one-way ticket, really. It's basically a ticket to Mars. You know, look at any chart when it sort of pushes up and through the resistance. If it gets through the golden ratio, you know, obviously you're gonna have a little bit of resistance there, but it's never a massive major level, okay. This is your hardest level, the 0.5. It's a major level when you're falling onto it as support, and it's a major level when you're trying to get through it as resistance. Like I said to you multiple times, it's like a brick wall, okay. Look, so many times and so many chances to get through, but it was struggling and fell back. So you're actually above it, it's out the way now, that's down the road, okay, and that's great. And right now you're marching onwards and upwards to take out this resistance level there at 136 and then march on to that level there, which is superb for Cardano. So for all of those that have held through this chop and this boringness, you are starting to make progress now. Well, you've made progress anyway from this level here when you sort of fell out of this descending triangle right there. So right now it's looking good, but obviously always be aware, you know, you fall back, and if you do fall back, you want to see yourself falling back on this level of support right now, which is 128, okay, because just like I said to you, this has been a major level of support, 118, okay, you can see it. Maybe loads of touches. Then you've gone up and you've back tested this a couple of times as a level of support, and we did say yesterday you need to see yourself closing on this level now, but you've had that march up, you've got that close there, and you're above, it's looking good, and you actually got some high level of support now. What you need to see, I'm going to be honest with you, you need to see yourself just melt through that like a hot knife through butter, okay. Just take it out, just get through that, just smash through it, okay, and then back test and fall on that as support. So you need to see yourself now marching on, smashing 136, you're at 135 at the moment, smash 136, fall back and sort of consolidate for a little bit, just like you did here. You've gone up, fall back, consolidate it for a little bit on the 0.618, okay, at 128, and then just allow the EMAs to creep up, because I always say this, you don't want to get overextended from the EMAs, because look what happens when you get overextended from the EMAs. Look what happens, you go up too much, okay, you roll over, and look what happens when you roll over, it just brings you down, because it just creates a cascade of selling. What you're doing now for Cardano is really, really healthy. You're moving along, you're going up, you're moving along, you're going up, you're moving along, you're going up. So you want to see yourself get above this 0.786 and just back test it for, you know, 3 or 4 candles like you did here as support, and then boom, get through that level there. So it's all good, and obviously, you know, as this creeps up now, your base level and your solid support gets higher and higher and higher, and that's what you want to see. Just like it did here, it creeped up, your base level of support becomes that. So that is effectively a local low, and the most potentially you won't see as this starts to stagnate and consolidates above this range, you're potentially not going to see Cardano lower than that in this bull run. And that's confidence of the fact that the bull run's continuing for Cardano. So it's all good. It's really, really good. And that's what you want to see. If you get above, just stagnate, back test, solidify the support, and then march on. So I hope I've explained that to you well. And obviously you've got your price predictions up here now of this next impulsive wave that's forming on the larger grand scale of things. You're going to approach 147, smash that out the park. Okay, obviously you're going to hit it as resistance. Everyone knows that, even you know that you're going to come up it as resistance. Now this is the all-time high just there. Okay, so I will drop that in for you so you know where that is. I'll move across here so you can see where that is. That will also act as a level of resistance. So if you was to march on now, before I make the video tomorrow, and absolutely get through this like it's nothing, okay, just move out of the way, see you later, and you go up, do anticipate a bit of a rejection up at these levels. Okay, it's normal. You will see it hit it, fall back, but once you get through it, okay, you need to see your back test to support, because that's what happens. You break through resistance, back test to support, confirmation of support, marching on. Because I tell you what, Cardano could start marching on to these highs here. Your first high would be, your first level of resistance, obviously in the next impulsive wave, would be at 162. Then you'd be hitting a level of resistance on the 141 extension at 170. And then the ultimate next impulsive wave up is at $182. Okay, which is a 161 extension of Fibonacci here. So really good, really golden at the moment. When you look at it, it doesn't look great, doesn't look like much, but it's called progress. Okay, it's called progress. And as you fall back, you do need to hold these levels of support. Okay, so that's Cardano. Hope you enjoyed that update. At the moment, again, you know, personally, if you do fall back, you can see that the EMA is creeping up, right? You could open it, not financial advice, but if you do fall back and you're not already involved in Cardano, or you're standing back and you're a bit worried about getting involved in Cardano, then personally, I would definitely be anticipating, if it was to roll over, okay, you can see where the yellow line, the 20 EMA on the 4-hourly time frame here, is creeping up, and that will start to get above, just like it did here. Look, it's creeping up, back to some support. See this? And as it creeps up through these levels now, this will act as a really strong support zone in itself, adding confidence to the fact of this base level of support. So if you was to roll over, do target an entry point on this yellow line, which is a 20 EMA. It currently sits at 127. You may see a little wick down there, and that'd be a fantastic entry zone to just go long, okay, because you would potentially look at a 6 to 7% trade as it approaches up and it hits its head on this resistance. And again, just take profit. Don't be greedy. Have take profit set, because you will see a level of resistance there, falls back down, and then your profit starts to shrink, doesn't it? And obviously you come back down and start back to where you came from. So that's Cardano. But right now, you know, if you was confident in what I'm saying, and obviously nothing I ever say is financial advice. We are in a bull market. It's all good. It's all gravy. But if you want to see that little kiss down there and get that little retest of a wick off the EMA, right, as it creeps up, you could be looking at a whopping 43% trade there for Cardano to keep marching on through all these fib levels and these resistance levels and all-time highs and stuff like that, and these extensions to this complete price prediction that we have up there for Cardano at $1.82. So that's a 43% trade right there. Good luck everybody that's involved, and obviously always target the fallbacks and never be too greedy, and always take profit where you can in your trades. So golden, and Bitcoin is absolutely marching on. It's smashed a high and it's just moving on, and it's sort of dragging certain alts with it, but not all of them. And that's how the market cycles work as well, by the way. You know, Bitcoin will go up and it will sort of make a high, and then because what happens, everyone's standing there in profits in low caps and things that have gone up like 80x, and they're standing there and they're looking at Bitcoin thinking, oh my god, that's going up and I'm still stuck here. In fact, this thing that I've got's gone down, it's now at 50x. So they start jumping ship and chasing Bitcoin, which contributes to the momentum of Bitcoin making that high. Then when it settles down, they start to redistribute those profits into the low caps and mid caps and things like that. So that's just market psychology 101. So good, guys. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.